What's going on, everybody? Tyrell here. If you like crypto, on this channel I bring together the fundamentals and the technicals to curate valuable information to help you on your journey. A free way to support this channel is to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out. And we are getting really close to hitting the next milestone of 250 subscribers. So as soon as we do that, I will be doing a giveaway to give $50 to 5 subscribers for $250. So if you're brand new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And if you've been here for a minute, thank you so much. It means a lot to me. Let's get into the video. Looking at the total crypto market cap, we're currently sitting at $1.398 trillion. So we bounced off this support level here of the amount of money in the crypto market cap, which has been good for a lot of people's portfolios. Looking at the altcoin market, currently sitting at $744 billion. Looking at Bitcoin dominance, it's fallen a little bit down to 46.74%, but that is okay. Looking at Bitcoin, this briefly touched $30,000 in the past couple days. So on the 26th, it got down to a low of $30,173, and then it bounced up. So I've drawn this support level on, and I've had it on for a couple weeks now, and it's been a strong level of support. Every time Bitcoin has gone down to this level, it found some buyers. Got down to this level, it found some buyers. Got down to this level, it found some buyers. So a lot of people have picked up Bitcoin at this level. I personally bought the dip, not a lot. Maybe I could have got in a little bit heavier, but you know, just $100, bought the dip just to say I bought the dip. So we'll see what Bitcoin does in time. Looking at Ethereum, currently sitting at $2,124. We broke above that $2,000 level, so I drew that on as like a psychological level because it's a nice round number. And around the same time as Bitcoin, this jumped up as well. And for this video, I'm also adding on Tezos. Full disclosure, I own some Tezos just as I own Ethereum and Bitcoin. For full disclosure, this is not financial advice, but when it comes to Tezos, I've noticed every time it touched this rising trend line, it pumps. So this is the first time I got into Tezos when I learned about it at 87 cents. And then it pumped up to $3.50, went down here, and then it pumped up to $4.50, went down here, consolidated for a little bit, and then it pumped all the way to nearly $8.50. Now we are touching or just above the trend line once again. Can we suspect another pump for Tezos? Just in case, I drew on this $10 level here as a psychological level in the hopes that it goes up to this level. So like Tezos has had like a big focus in governance. It's like a self-amending protocol where the stakeholders essentially hold governance with the protocol. It already has staking, which they call baking. So you can buy some Tezos, hold that on Coinbase, and earn baking rewards. So it's sort of like staking rewards, inflation rewards. It already has smart contracts. It already has NFTs, and there's some really cool yield farming opportunities that the Tezos ecosystem has. So you just have to do your own research and maybe even join some Discord channels to find these opportunities. But they're really cool, and there's a lot of development within the Tezos ecosystem that you could potentially find useful. So make sure to do your own research and know what you're getting into. But all that stuff is there in the Tezos ecosystem. So I thought I'd share that free alpha with you. All right, looking at coin market cap, the market is up 2.85%. Crypto market cap sitting at 1.41 trillion. So slight contrast with the trading view total market cap. Let's go ahead for the top performers in the past 24 hours. Kusama up 30%. I'm not gonna dive deep into this. You can go onto coinmarketcap.com and do this yourself. but in the past 7 days, this is what is up the most. Looking at the Bitcoin hash rate, it just continues to fall, unfortunately. So until the miners that have been unfortunately shut down in China begin to set up shop in another area, this hash rate may continue to fall. So hopefully they get shipped out and set up in brand new geographic areas to get this hash rate back up and begin securing the network. So one thing to keep an eye on as we go forward. Looking at some news, Cathie Wood's ARK Invest enters Bitcoin ETF race. There's been talks about a Bitcoin ETF for years, so best of luck to her and her team in getting this pushed through US regulators. Hopefully, if she gets approved, other Bitcoin ETFs get approved. And when it comes to like ARK Invest, they do some really cool things with thematic investing. I personally invest in some of ARK Invest's thematic ETFs. So you can choose like a theme of stocks that you want to invest in, whether that's like clean energy or AI or genomic research or space exploration, anything like that. There's probably a thematic ETF for you out there. So hopefully they can do the same thing with a Bitcoin ETF. Within that ETF, there will most likely be companies that are just focused on Bitcoin. So that could be like MicroStrategy or Silvergate or Coinbase or any other company that focuses on Bitcoin and Bitcoin mining. Looking at another piece of news, Compound Labs launches Treasury to get big firms reaping DeFi yields. And this is really smart to get the institutional money into DeFi. As I've been saying in previous videos, look at DeFi Pulse here. I'm gonna bring this over here. Total value locked is $53.03 billion. So if they can get the institutional money into DeFi, we can get the total value locked up to $1 trillion. And all these institutions really needed was a product to put their money into and some increased regulation clarity to know where they can put their money towards, and it's going to be legal. And as soon as all that stuff is figured out, then like the tidal wave of institutional money is going to come into DeFi, which will be like great for everybody that's already invested into DeFi. And also like they can have a guaranteed interest rate of 4%. Those USDC tokens will then be deployed on Compound for a guaranteed interest rate of 4%, vastly better than anything firms would get from a savings account or even a certificate of deposit. Now, why would you put your money into a bank account to be earning 0.01% interest just to be eaten away by inflation? Because that is what the Fed is doing. Makes no sense. Math doesn't add up. Now, there's some really cool things that Compound is doing, and hopefully this thing all works out and more money just goes flowing into DeFi protocols. And if money goes towards like Compound, then other money is going to be going towards other DeFi protocols that I'm not going to mention at this time. So be on the lookout for stuff like this. And lastly, Fed Vice Chair says we should be saying yes to stablecoins. This guy gets it. Randall Quarles, you get it. Everybody else may not get it, but you get it. Now, he said something very interesting. Quarles added that the US Central Bank has a strong regulatory interest in stablecoins, but also said there is no need to fear them. When our concerns have been addressed, we should be saying yes to these products rather than straining to find ways to say no, Quarles said. Indeed, the combination of imminent improvements in the existing payment system, such as various instant payments initiatives, combined with the cross-border efficiency of properly structured stablecoins, could well make superfluous any effort to develop a central bank digital currency. So this could be a segue into CBDCs. Now, it's interesting to see all this stuff play out because there's going to be so many developments and like sectors that are just going to be disrupted by this stuff. It's great to have like a front row seat to it. Now, when it comes to like stuff like this, every central bank is gonna be faced with the decision with, do they want to adopt a digital currency, or do they want to continue issuing fiat? Um, and my belief, this is like my personal opinion, um, in the future, in the long run, all money is going to be digital, and the currency that wins out is going to have the best monetary policy that's already programmed into the protocol. So these central banks have to learn how these things operate and how they can best use those to have the best use cases and solve the most amount of problems for people that are using those CBDCs at the time. So game theory plays out in this. So you can have like a first mover advantage, say like China and their digital renminbi. Say they succeed, and then that gains mainstream adoption in its sphere of influence. Or you could have the second mover advantage in that, like, whoever develops the next central bank digital currency learns from their mistakes and what they need to do and what not to do, and build an even better CBDC and gains even wider mainstream adoption. Um, in like the US's case, like say they do create a digital dollar, the US dollar is already the reserve currency of the world. So why not just make that reserve currency digital? You know, you already have that advantage there. Like, it's like cash is king. The US dollar is king at this moment. So why not just make it digital, and then you don't give up that lead? So this guy gets it. He doesn't know yet, but he gets it. Um, that's just my 2 cents. This is Tyrell. Once again, we're getting really close to hitting that milestone. So if you're brand new, make sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button. Catch you on the next one. Peace.